Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is ReZero Season 2, Episode 36. What happened last time?
Last time, there's several things going on last time. Satella was back at it again with the whole, I love you, love me. And Subaru's just like, I would rather die than love you. Mm-hmm. Literally. So he died, stabbed himself with
the handkerchief.
The handkerchief.
From Petra.
Yeah. As well as that, we got a little bit of development from Subaru when he talked to Garfield, which was all about, like, his life is expendable, and since there's no limit to return by death, he's going to now use that to its fullest potential to get the best outcome, which is kind of what he was already doing, going into it not worried about whether or not he will actually die or not, because previously it would have to be the decision of like, oh, is that worth me dying? And now he's kind of decided, oh yes, everything is worth that because that is like my job to do. He's like willing to do that for the good of everyone else. And we also found out that Ryuzu was made as like a vessel type thing for Echidna so that she could, I guess, live forever kind of thing. But it didn't work, and now there's just a ton of copies of her that are just incomplete. Oh yes, and at the very end, Subaru got back to the mansion, busted on Beatrice, and Beatrice said something about, I'm finally free now, I can do what I want, and it's ironic that it's with you.
Don't know why that's ironic or what that means. Hopefully we'll find out this episode. With that, we're going to get into this. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and just get right into this. This is not a market substitute. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. We assume you already have. We are watching this to give you our reaction and review, so we hope you enjoy that, but support the official release, and don't come here for a free alternative of ReZero. But let's get into it. ReZero Season 2, Episode 36. Let's go. Ironic.
それも大事な本の受け売りか。全部本の受け売りでお前の意思は一個も入ったな。俺のすることは全部その本に書いてあるんじゃないのか。そんな本にすがるなよ。俺と話すときは本じゃなく俺の目を見て話せよ。
その本がベティの未来を示さなくなってもう何年も。
Then I wonder why she was like, I mean, she's been clinging to it since then clearly, but like, why was she so crazy about it last time?
知識を溜め込むのが何より好きな人だったのよ。
ベアトリス、お前はエキドナと契約した精霊だな。この本には何も書かれてない。なのにお前は
最後に言われたかしら。いずれ書庫にその人が現れる。それを待つのがベティの役割だけど、その人は来ない。本もその人を教えてくれない。そんな時間がずっと過ぎて、お前がその人でなくても構わない。ベティを終わらせる相手、契約の終わりをもたらし、この命を奪うのはお前で我慢してやるかしら。
だからってお前は死にたいってそういうのかよ。
死にたいとは厳密には違うのよ。ベティはずっとこの身を縛り続ける永遠の契約から解放してほしいだけかしら。
俺が死にたいってのと何が違うんだよ。死にたいなんてふざけるな。他の誰かの前で言わせても俺の前で言うのだけは許され。
随分と勝手な言い分なのよ。お前にベティの何がわかるのかしら。
True.
ベティ400年
400 years, the magic number once again.
400年何
続きが記されないのは所有者の未来がそこで終わっているから。
違う。なんでそうやって一人で結論出しちまうんだよ。
Your own
どうに
conclusions.
かしてほしいってそう思ってたんなら一言でいい、分かりでほしい。そう言ってくれれば俺だって。
どうにかしてほしい。
そうだ、そうやって声をかけてくれ。
助けてほしい。
そうだ、そう言って手を伸ばしてくれれば俺が。
だからお前にベティを殺してほしいかしら。どれだけそれを願ったと思ってるのよ。 ベティがただ諦めたとでも思ったのかしら。手を伸ばせばこの先の見えない暗闇からお前がベティを引っ張り出してくれるというの。お前がそうしてくれるって言うならどうして400年もベティを一人にしたの。どうしてもっと早く来てくれなかったの。助けてなんて言葉もどうにかしてほしいなんて救いもとっくに枯れ果てた願いなのよ。それでもベティを救いたいなら
どうすれば。
ベティを一番にして、ベティを一番にして、一番に考えて、一番に選んで、契約を上書きして、契約を上塗りして、潰して連れ出して引き寄せて抱きしめて。そんなことお前には絶対にできないかしら。だからこの出来損ないを滅ぼしてほしいのよ。それともお前がベティのその人になってくれるの。できないならお前の手でベティを殺してほしいかしら。
どうして俺なんだ。
分かったのよ。
Is this actually happening right now? Is he actually gonna fucking kill her right now? Or is Elsa gonna come in and do it? Oh, here we go, right as I say that.
私があなたのその人になってあげてもいいのかな。
お前誰の許可を得たかしら。
かかったのだけれど見つけられてほっとしたわ。メイリーが村から戻る前で本当に良かった。
Melee.
From the village?
だって標的が逃げ込んだんだもの。だから分担したのよ。数はあちらの方が多いけど質はこっちの方が上。やっと精霊のお腹を開けてみる機会を得られたんだもの。揃って天使に合わせてあげるわ。
Ah, fuck.
シャマク。
What? Oh, she did it instead of him.
するつもりかしら。
She's all composed all of a sudden.
言っても何にもならないの。
That's really interesting.
Okay.
お兄さんたち。
Oh, fuck. That's a witch, I'm pretty sure. Or if it's not an archbishop. They're in the intro.
あの日は一緒に遊んでくれて楽しかったわ。あっち。
No way. Fuck. So, dude, has she been the one, like, creating the fucking mobbies around here? That's fucking crazy. She's there the whole time?
残念だったけど。
残念ってお前何を。
大丈夫、お友達だったんだもの。痛くないよ、ひとたびで済ませてあげたから。
Jesus Christ. Lolly v lolly.
私予定が崩れるのって嫌いなのよね。それはご愁傷様かしら。
Oh shit.
Are we about to see Betty fucking die? I don't want to see that. Like, get murdered by Elsa and this crazy bitch.
素敵だわ。
ミーレ、時の静止したマナの矢、存分に味わうがいいかし
She has some experience with those.
ら。一度見れば
Oh, the hyphen, that means she's fucked. Oh, oh, oh!
これは私の
Not quite the same. Oh, she's gonna cut her arm off.
年季の差なのにそのまま砕け散るがいいかしら。
She's not fucking Amelia, that's for sure. What? Is her head alive? Is that her head flew off and is now like regrown? Nope, that's her head right there. She's fucked.
次はお前の番。
Yeah, Beatrice is not a slouch like fucking Amelia.
あいた子供だ。
子供だろうと敵は敵かしら。
でも誰に頼まれたのか言わせるためとか。
怒られるからダメ。私話さないもん。
Okay, well,
お前が子供を殺すとこなんて。
I assumed she was an archbishop. Oh,
あら
bitch.
変な手応え。精霊のお腹ってやっぱり普通とは違っているのね。
これでやっと。
My god. It's so beautiful, but so fucking horrible at the same time. God, Elsa's fucking sadistic. She doesn't just kill him right now. Cracks him on the side of the head. Doesn't even fucking... What a bitch. Like...
Slice him open.
今回はここまでなのか。
気に入らない目だもん。
Why? Jesus Christ. No.
No.
No, no.
No.
Oh, did she...
No.
Fuck. This keeps happening. People keep... He must be surrounded by more powerful people than before because they keep trying to save him.
Oh, is it the rabbits again? Is it the
Oh
rabbits
my
again?
god, if it's the
rabbits
rab...
again.
Fuck off, dude. Now he has to just get one... Oh my god. Oh, he's going... He went there instead. Just let me try again. What?
スバル？
エミリア。
そうよ、スバル。私よ。
Oh no. It's fucking Satella. It's obviously fucking Satella.
寂しかった。寂しかったよ、スバル。
It's terrifying.
Stop!
手紙、それに全部書いてて。
何のこと？言い訳なんて大丈夫。だってスバルは戻ってきてくれたの。私ずーっと信じてた。
It's obviously Satella.
スバルは絶対来てくれるってすごく怖かったの。スバルは本当は私に愛想を尽かしちゃったんじゃないになっちゃったのかもって。だから怖くてここに来て。なのにやっぱりダメで。だからスバルが来てくれて。
She looks insane.
本当に嬉しかった。ずっと一緒にいて。
No
あなたが
thanks.
いてくれたら私他の何にもいらないから。
The comments were right. She is totally yandere. Yandere is a girl who loves you so much that she wants to kill you.
Oh.
なんだその左目。
Wait, what the fuck?
どこに落っことすってきやがって。てかお姫様はどうして。エミリアが俺のこと好きだって言うんだよ。
Does he know?
好きだって。俺さえいてくれたらいいって言ってくれたんだ。てめえ。可愛い顔で甘えた声で。
Oh, is he trying to like piss
Trying to
him off?
die.
言ってくれたんだ。こんな時によくもエミリアが俺のことを好きだなんて言ってくれるもんかよ。好きだなんて他に何もいらないなんて。エミリアじゃない。別のやつだからだ。別のやつ。ロズワールはどこにいる。ああ。別に答えを聞くのか。この世界で果たす俺の最後の目的だ。珍しい取り合わせだね。
Can we drop it, please, for once? Can we just drop it?
お前だな、ロズワール。スバル君、それは私から聞いたの。
Oh shit. Are things not going according to plan?
そうか、そうか、残念だ。
Did you hear that from me? He realized it. He didn't.
君らもそれなりの根拠を持ってここへ来たんだ。私もそれに敬意を払おうじゃないか。
How much more does he know about what's going on with Amelia?
ロズワール様にご無礼は許さない。
今だけは口挟むね。
そっちこそ下がりなさい。ガフ。
てめえに爪は向けたくねえ。
Can we stop?
ラム、君は本当によくできた従者だよ。
Excuse me? Excuse me? Roswell better know some healing.
約束は違えない。私は君にこの魂を捧ごう。
What? Why was she happy? Oh my god, dude. Oh, he knows healing? He knows some, probably?
How did he get to be so strong?
He was always that strong.
なんで二人を。君と話すのに邪魔だったからね。ラムには悪いことをしたが、
Because he knows about return by death. Yes. Yes. Over and over. Over and over and over, you fuck. Over and over. Yeah. We know you get it. Please. No grief. That's true. Yeah. Of course he knew. So that's one of the real ones.
Him and Beatrice had the real ones.
Yeah. Oh, I see. No shit, dude. Oh, that's censorship. I hate that. Put in the car before the ground dragon. You can't kill him? Why is he doing it this way? Why is he doing it this way? Subaru clearly isn't fully resolved to do what it takes, like in terms of using his power. Roswaal knows that shit's gonna turn over, so it doesn't matter if Rom and Garfield fucking die. Fuck. That's a horrifying thought. I feel like... Oh god. Oh Jesus, here we go.
しかして疲れてる？そうなんだ。じゃあねじゃあね。スバル私の膝枕好きでしょ？
Get away from the rabbits.
スバル眠たいの？
I don't want to see that.
無理しないでね。だってスバルっていつも
Jesus Christ, dude. I want to go back and watch the talk with Beatrice.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think overall?
I think I'm glad we like finally got a bit of something different happening. We got a bit more reason as to like the rabbits and the snow. We found out that the child we helped save in the village all along was evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We found out a lot this episode. I feel like Subaru found out a bit more than he bargained for.
What do you mean by that?
When he was going in this time around. I don't think he was at all expecting that response from Beatrice.
I certainly wasn't. I don't know. The whole Beatrice thing, I don't know what to say about it. I'm surprised that she was dealing with that the whole time. I had no idea that she was dealing with that the whole time. But it makes sense that we don't know, because that's what I was saying. It was interesting when Subaru was like carrying her away, and now she's like or as soon as Elsa comes in, she goes from like broken down, crying, to just completely composed.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense for someone who's lived that long and experienced that much, or has had that much time to themselves and has gone through all that shit. I think I like that detail where she like completely composes herself, because it makes the rest of it make sense why she wasn't like freaking out all the time, or why there was no hint of it, why we wouldn't know, because she's so good at
been alive for like 400 years. Yeah. She's not gonna just be freaking out all the time. Like, she's gone so numb to it at this point.
Yeah.
That obviously she's not like begging every person who comes into the library to kill her. So was she? So we heard about that multiple times. Did Roswaal tell Beatrice that person has come, or what did he say? Like somebody said, when you meet, maybe it was Rom. She was like, make Beatrice say Beatrice can ask the question, and the question must be, are you that person? Are you the person I've been waiting for, or? And then Roswaal, I think, said, like, tell Beatrice that person has come, or that person is here, or he said something to that effect. So that was basically the thing. That was the proposition. Yeah. Like, can you kill me, please? The whole time we thought it was... having to do with pride, and Subaru being the secret Archbishop of Pride. Or something. But yeah, so that was... So, yeah. So there's that. Yeah, I like how they sort of fake you out with... or they faked me out with Beatrice is using the same attack against Elsa that Amelia did for like 3 hours and kept missing like a million times. But Beatrice was using a different spell and is obviously far more powerful, or at least more, maybe more powerful? She's definitely more skilled and experienced, yeah. So far more accurate. Yeah, and so Beatrice basically has just been contracted by Echidna this entire time to maintain the library. Yeah. And wait for that person who will come and free her from this bullshit. Yeah, that was really sad and really shitty when she's just like, either I'm number one to you or just kill me. Yeah. And I can't be number one to you. Like, she already knows, like... Yeah, I want to be free first. I want to be free from this bullshit. So free for me means I get to live my own life and, like, experience joy and happiness and take me away and, all this shit. But if that's impossible, which it seems to be, then just fucking kill me. Like, let's get this over with. Because otherwise it's just gonna be another thing. So, and with Amelia, or did you want to go on that? I was just gonna say, like, and I think that really fucked with Subaru, because he's constantly, like, when he was in not necessarily a similar situation with Rem, but like it was kind of just like she's Rem when it was a situation of Subaru giving up and being like, oh, let's go run away, and Rem's just like, as much as I would love to do that with you, that's not possible. And then he's like, yeah, I love Amelia. And in this one, she already knows that. She's like, what I want is to do this, but I know that you don't want that. And then he's like, fuck, I don't want that. And I can't lie to you. Was it
like Rem?
I guess I don't think it was like Rem, but
I think she was saying like, hold me close or whatever. I think that's more, let me experience something. Let me, feel a connection. Let me experience, I don't know. It's possible that there is like that romantic thing. It's genuinely possible, especially judging from like what she said or what Roswaal said about Beatrice's relationship with Subaru in the OVA, where he said the word. It really like struck me that he chose that his word choice. He said tryst, which is sort of it implies a romantic twist on like a relationship. So, but so it is definitely possible that Beatrice has those sort of romantic feelings towards Subaru. But I don't think that that's necessarily what she was referring to.
Yeah, I guess maybe not. I guess I was putting it as sort of like a similar thing of him interacting with a character who would want to be his, like, in his, like, number one spot, but he just can't do it, and they know it.
By put me first, I don't think that that's what she was saying. I think that what she was saying when she was like, put me first, think of me first, maybe that's what she meant. What I took it as, and maybe you're right, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but what I was thinking of that as was, this is what I want. These are the things that I want. You don't want to do that because you're not putting my wants and needs first. You're putting your needs or your wants to, like, not kill me and not have that on your conscience and all that stuff. You're putting those before what I've wanted for the last, like, 400 years or however long she's been there. Well, 400 years.
That makes sense as well. I guess the way I took it
could be both.
Is because, especially in the end of the episode, Roswaal was talking about you have to pick one thing.
Yeah.
And that one thing can be your only thing. You can't pick everything.
Yeah.
Subaru, you have to pick the one thing, which is, in this case, Amelia, assumingly.
Yeah.
And you need to go for that 100% or else you're going to keep failing.
I don't think he's going to do that. I think that that's Roswaal's perspective, and it's good. It's as far as theming for a character, it's perfect because he's like he is that guy, and there is something to say about that in real life where you can't. What do you want? You can't have everything. You're going to have to sacrifice something. So work towards that one thing, and if you're going to declare that this is what you want, then don't fuck around with all this other bullshit. Go towards that, and you will get it. So it's good for that character. I don't know if that's actually what Subaru is going to do. I think that he might. That's definitely the path where he's going, and I like that they set that up where Roswaal's just like, if you do that, you can be like me, where Roswaal is completely cold. He's 100% analytical about everything. Everything he says, the way he acts, it's all towards a goal. So
his one goal,
his one purpose. So that's why and obviously he doesn't. That means he doesn't really care emotionally about Rom, about Rem, Frederica, about Garfield, about fucking anybody. He doesn't actually care.
He doesn't
even. But that's not why he killed them, because he doesn't care necessarily. He's gamed the system, and he is treating this like a game where it doesn't. Let's just eliminate Rom and Garfield, which, by the way, Garfield's reaction to that was absolutely fucking horrible. But like not horrible like a bad decision. I mean, like, it really was striking to me. It really impacted me. But he just killed them before a fight broke out, because that would be more trouble than it's worth, and Subaru's gonna die, and all this is gonna be pointless anyway. We're all just gonna get eaten by rabbits. Mm-hmm. It's going to be pointless. So fuck it.
And that also catches Subaru off guard, because he's like, no, like, I'm kind of the only guy who thinks like that.
No, that's not even what he said. Sorry, go ahead.
Like, normal people don't think about having
he
another.
He wasn't talking about himself, though.
Yeah, he's talking about Roswaal.
Yeah, but he wasn't saying no. I think like that. You don't think like that. He was saying normal people don't think like that. He's made the declaration to, like, okay, I'm going to use my power to go back in time, but he hasn't made the declaration to get information by torture and murder and killing people and then kill himself, go back in time and use that information. He hasn't fully resolved. He doesn't, and it makes sense. Why? How you can't just like, okay, well, I don't care about my friends as long as I don't care about my friends in this timeline. I'll kill them and murder them and torture them and do whatever I need to get the information I want so that I can save them in the future. He's resolved to take all that on himself, which is, I guess, useful because he's using this power. That's him using this power to a greater ability than just, I'm going to try to like get to the end of everything. He's going to, you know, make some sacrifices of his own consciousness in order to move forward, but he's not willing to. He hasn't made the jump that Roswaal has, where Roswaal is like, fuck everyone, like fuck everyone but my goal, and you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry, I cut you off, but I just yeah, sorry.
No, I was just talking about how like Roswaal was already. Because he knew about return by death, he's just, oh, it's not going to work out for me this time. Mm-hmm. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in order for this to work out. So this is a wasted timeline. I can do what I want. Mm-hmm. Whereas Subaru doesn't necessarily look at it as any of the timelines as wasted. He tries to get as much out of them as possible. Yeah. Whereas Roswell's just like, yeah, they're wasting my time. I'll kill them. Mm-hmm. I'll just let myself die because that's better than doing whatever you want. Yeah,
well, Subaru normally thinks like that, but I think this past timeline was him trying out. I will use Return by Death to its maximum ability and and treat this life as a throwaway. Like because he found out from Echidna, you can die and. You can die and be resurrected as many times as it takes before you finish what you need to get done. But there were some asterisks to that about like, be careful, basically, because your mind will break. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he normally looks at every life like, there's no throwaway lives. This is, I'm alive and I care about these people. I will move forward and do what needs to be done. But since he found that out, he's been I think he's trying this thing. He thinks he's trying this thing where he is sacrificing his life and doing throwaways, but he hasn't fully sort of understood what that means for what Roswaal just did. That's why he was so surprised and shocked by it, because he didn't fully consider that. Mm-hmm. He probably thought about it, but he didn't fully consider that that's what would need to be done, or that was okay, not okay, but like towards what he's doing, that would be a logical thing to do. Mm-hmm. He doesn't see that because he's too much of a good boy. But anyway, anything more you want to say about that?
No, I'm point? Ready to move on to probably Amelia.
So Roswaal said that Amelia. Maybe we should rewatch what Roswaal said about the whole plan of why he made it snow to make Amelia's mind break.
It was... we can watch it again, but I'm pretty sure it was... Roswaal made it snow so the people would think it was Amelia. Garfield think it was Amelia. They would hate Amelia. Amelia would be on her own and become mentally unstable.
Why does he want that? Do we not know?
I don't know. I don't think we know why he wants that. That seems a fucking weird thing for him to want.
Yeah, I don't get how that takes him to his further goal.
And
Can we rewatch a bit of that scene? He didn't actually even say anything. In the letter, he just said, I'm going away and I can't say why. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going away. But Subaru said change the letter, but he didn't know. So I guess maybe if Amelia didn't get the letter, did he leave it on the door? Wait, hang on.
He left it doorstep. Is Amelia in that house as well?
That's what I was just going to go look at. Okay, so Roswaal didn't know anything about the letter, and Amelia didn't know anything about the letter. So maybe Rom, maybe Ryuzu, maybe...
Garfield, maybe? Although...
I don't think it was Garfield. Why do you think it's Garfield?
I don't know. I guess it could have been anyone since it was kind of sticking outside the door.
Yeah. What did Garfield say? Did Garfield say anything about the letter? I wish I could turn up the playback speed. So what about the letter was important then? Why would the letter be important? Somebody else is... It wouldn't have caused Amelia to, like, go crazy? Like, if she had the letter, maybe she wouldn't have gone crazy? So, wait, before we get into that, do you think Amelia's Satella, or do you think that she just went crazy? I can't tell, because the gleam in her eyes makes me think that there's some Satella there, but it could just be that they're trying to show that she's crazy. I think it might be an animation thing. I can't tell which is the case.
I can't tell because the eyes are looking a lot like some of Satella's...
Yeah, smoke stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but... And the way she's talking sounds a lot like Satella, but I can't tell whether that's just like that's just how Amelia would be if she went crazy, or if Satella is starting to take her over. Maybe once Amelia loses control of herself, it gives Satella an opening to take over her body potentially. I'm not sure how that necessarily would work if Satella just has the power to take over someone normally, or if they have to be in a state where maybe she can...
I don't think Satella can take over anyone normally.
I guess
she can't take over anyone normally. The reason that Amelia, like, at least our theory was that the reason why everyone is, like, so afraid of fucking Amelia is because at one point because she is, and because Betelgeuse said that she will be, like, the vessel for Satella at some point. So yeah, she can't. I don't think Satella can just take over anyone. She can't. We've never seen her possess a random person. We've only heard her, like, in connection with possessing Amelia. Anyway, what were you saying?
I guess I was just saying potentially it could be a bit of both. Like, we're in the process of Satella taking over Amelia because she's in a vulnerable state.
Maybe.
Potentially. But I think that we're meant to believe Amelia is just not there. And, like, Amelia has just gone crazy.
Yeah, I think I just hate that I can't tell. What I don't like about that is that I don't know if it's a problem with the animation or if it's written in the story where you're not supposed to tell. Like, if I'm not supposed to tell, is Amelia crazy, or did she go crazy and then Satella took over because there was, like, an opening there or something? That question's fine. Well, I don't like that I'm, like, having to question the animation. Maybe it's just me, because I imagine if I were reading the book, I'd be like, fuck, that's crazy. But you're not looking into Amelia. You're not, like, judging of, is this an artistic choice based on the animation team, or is this a obvious choice for, like, communicating something about the character? So there's, like, a third possibility there that I'm not sure about. Maybe I'm just crazy and it's not actually... because of that weird possibility, because of what I'm seeing in the animation choice, maybe I'm asking questions that I shouldn't be asking. That's my issue with that. So it's not with the story, it's just I'm confused, I guess, about whether I'm supposed to be asking that question or not.
Yeah, because this was written, right? They would never write, her eyes were gleaming like that time Satella
Exactly.
came.
Yeah. And it could, because, yeah, I don't know if they're trying to, like, plant that question in my head by putting that there, or if I'm assuming too much based on a commonality of, like, the animation, or whether there's, like, that's, like, a quirk or something. But we do have that question of, is Satella worming her way in, or is Amelia just crazy? But the bigger question is, why the fuck does Roswaal want Amelia to go crazy? Or does he? Or
did he really just want Subaru to, like, stay with Amelia? Because he seems, Amelia's emotionally unstable, Puck's not here, so you're the next best thing, and you would never leave. If she were to tell you that she needed you there, you would never leave.
So what is that insert? What are you saying about that?
I guess I'm just confused as to how Roswaal thinks that's a good plan when Subaru wasn't even there in the first place. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Like, he puts Amelia in that state, but by the time Subaru gets back, it's, like, a bit too late, maybe? Does that make sense?
That doesn't make sense, because if he was creating a situation where she would be emotionally unstable, why would he be counting on Subaru to, like, heal her from that? Why would he create this whole situation only to have Subaru undo it? Based on the way he's talking about it, he's like, Amelia-sama would then be isolated and become emotionally unstable. Sorry, 1 second. and you could never distance yourself from her if she were to lean on you. I just don't see like why he would. I don't see. I don't know. What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
I guess it just seems like I just don't see how it lines up with his goals. I suppose. I guess he wants everyone free from the sanctuary by Amelia, but if she's mentally unstable, she's not going to be able to free anyone from anything.
Well, then that must not be his goal. Then is the point. Like maybe like it seems like he doesn't care about people being freed from the sanctuary necessarily. I don't think he really cares about the townspeople very much. The question is, why would he want to make Amelia emotionally unstable? But hang on, the wording of this, I don't know if he actually wants that. I don't know if that's what he created this whole situation. Unseasonal snowstorm, or happens to be in a place with deep connection to the witch. Garfield would condemn her, and the villagers would have experience with cold spells. Amelia Sama would then be isolated and become emotionally unstable. So he's saying, I created the snowstorm, so blah blah blah, because then it would cause Amelia to be emotionally unstable. Asterisk. And you could never distance yourself from her if she were to lean on you. So what does that mean? So Roswaal wanted Amelia. He created the situation where Amelia would become emotionally unstable, and then so that Subaru would stay with her. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we'll be able to figure that one out.
I guess what I was saying is it seems weird to do that after Subaru already left, because then I guess he's counting on Subaru coming back at the right moment, but then to him it still didn't line up correctly, and he was just like, okay, this timeline is obviously not working out. Do
we know what about the timeline? What about what the discrepancy was? When did he say that? At the letter, but I don't think he sort of... So that's why you did that to my letter. In any case, your current self cannot bring about the future indicated in the text. We don't know what the future indicated is indicated in the text. But what could that be? Maybe you are onto something there. Maybe he was counting on... Maybe he's counting on Amelia breaking down and then Subaru, like, coming to her and bringing something out of her, or, like, causing some sort of other reaction with her after she's been brought to, like, the precipice.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, yeah. I still think... I mean, Roswaal still wants, I think, I know maybe he doesn't care about the people in it, but maybe even for just Echidna wants the barrier broken.
It seems like there must be an easier way to break the barrier than all this shit that's going on. The easiest way to break the barrier is Subaru does the trials, but the only reason he wasn't doing that before, I believe, unless I missed something, was that he didn't want to steal Amelia's thunder. Mm-hmm. But that feels like a million years ago at this point. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
Or maybe it's because he knows Subaru will return by death. So, and maybe if in any timeline where Subaru leaves to go back to the mansion, that's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to stay with Amelia and help her and sacrifice everyone at the mansion. Maybe that's...
Maybe.
supposed to be the thing. Like, he's saying maybe it's sort of... Oh, look what happens to her when you leave. Now maybe you won't leave again. But I don't know. It seems weird.
Is that what he's saying? What do you mean? What about, like... What are you saying?
I'm saying, he told Subaru his plan. Which, see, I don't know. I guess I'm still just puzzling out Roswaal's... What his game is. Because it seems weird to tell someone your plan and what you were trying to do when you know that in the next timeline you won't remember you told him that, but he's gonna remember that you told him that. You know?
Why does that seem weird? He's just giving him information so that he can use it in the next timeline.
But he must want him to have that information for some reason. So maybe it's saying, if you leave... I mean, I don't. It doesn't seem like a threat necessarily, though, because he already did it.
What doesn't seem like I don't know where you
I
are in your reasoning.
I was
don't know what you're saying.
thinking about, okay, if Roswaal wants Subaru to pick Amelia and stay with Amelia, so he tells Subaru, look at all the lengths I went to try and get you to stay with Amelia. Look how broken she is. She's fucked up right now. She needs you. This is how much she needs you.
I don't think that's what, judging by... Well, maybe he is, actually. Shit.
Because he said, if it's not going right, it needs to be corrected. He said that.
Yeah, but I guess we don't know at what point the discrepancy happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. By the way, that's an interesting thing. The future indicated in the text, that means that the future is, like, there are prescriptions written, like, regardless, independent of what Subaru does.
Which is what we were wondering previously.
We didn't quite know how the text worked, but yeah, I don't know how much further we can speculate on it. Fuck. So you're saying that you think he wants Subaru to just stay there and sacrifice everyone at the mansion? So he must know. Maybe there's something in the text about like Elsa and Meili being there and killing people. Potentially. The text is what fucks everything up, because now I guess I just don't know what they know. I don't don't think he has a connection with Meili and Elsa, or like that he, they've had connections. Doing. I don't think so, but I guess we just don't know. I don't know. I feel like we have all the pieces, but I'm just not putting them together properly because I don't fully understand, like, what the fuck is going on. I feel like that's where I'm at personally. I don't know how much further I can take this line of reasoning, because I don't see how. So Roswaal's end goal is kill the dragon. I don't see how because I don't understand. I don't think that this is supposed to be filled in. I don't understand why, because he got Amelia in his sort of, he sponsored Amelia presumably for that goal, to have her, and it seems like she has some sort of connection with the witch. These are the pieces I guess I'm working with. Then, so I don't see like how we get from I need to make Amelia crazy so that I can kill the dragon. Maybe because the dragon helped in the creation myth. Didn't the dragon help seal the witch? Yeah. So maybe he does want to kill the dragon because because he's like working with Satella to some degree.
Mm-hmm. But then that's weird because he seems to be working for Echidna.
Yeah, so I don't understand. So there's some weird shit there. Maybe Echidna, or like that whole, like the Roswaal Echidna faction, if they are a faction together, just assuming that all of that is still a concrete, like they're all working towards the same goal or a similar goal. Which I think they are, but I'm not 100% sure, because they said that they're contracted, but Roswaal seems like kind of a rogue motherfucker, so I don't know about him. So maybe they want to bring Satella into mortality by, like, using Amelia as a vessel, or, like, making her go crazy, attracting Satella to that, bringing her into the mortal world, not just as, a sealed creature, so that they think they can kill her permanently and remove her from existence and possibly remove Mobbies or whatever. Maybe there's something there where they're looking for a more permanent solution. But then I don't see what the dragon has to do with that, or why Roswaal would want to kill the dragon. That seems like fucking endgame shit that we're not going to be able to figure out with the pieces laid out here. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there have been enough clues and I just missed them, but that's kind of where I'm at. I just don't know what making Amelia go crazy is in service for. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's an obvious question that we're supposed to be asking. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm going to be able to figure it out right now. So
yeah. Just a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of questions. I feel like we're finally getting a little bit of answers. Mm-hmm. Slightly more, like, see, this time we were able to, like, make some theories. I feel like we haven't been able to actually even attempt to make theories in quite a while at this point. So I think that's a good sign. Yeah,
I liked the episode, and I liked that we're able to talk about it constructively and like actually be immersed in what's going on and talk about things in world rather than just the production side or the presentation side. That's good. I've still my personal thoughts have not changed at all just because of this one good episode or this one engaging episode. My previous thoughts still hold. It's not worth going into, but I'm going along with it. I'm excited to see what happened. But I've always been excited to see what happened, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.